Hey, lady. Good. Now you can actually comment. That's cool. Can you hear me okay? This is weird. Like I should be looking up here, but I'm looking all over the place. Sweet. You hear the kettle boiling, so hopefully that's not too distracting, and it pops really loud occasionally. But I figured I'd just boil noodles, make noodles here, you know, live on a stream. So yes, I got an aquarium. I'm going to boil it and make ramen out of boiled aquarium water, which I'm sure some of the noodles I'm going to be trying tonight might very well taste like that. So, see the little collection of noodles behind me here that I'll be sampling. Um, so as soon as this thing comes to a boil, I'm going to start eating noodles. That's basically it. So yeah, if you log on, let me know who you are, where you are, go from there. I've never done one of these before, so yeah. That Gilbert? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, noodles. Are you corralling the noodles? Like, yeah, yeah. Oh, we got 3 people now. Now it's getting to be a party. So as soon as this, like I said, whenever this boils, I will make the first thing of noodles and we'll go from there. So yeah, this is really giddy up noodles indeed. Giddy up. I'm surprised I don't have noodles that are flavored with horse. Honestly, I'm not writing the noodles, Jeff. Sorry, that's not going to happen. Um, unless I hit 1 million subscribers, then I will literally ride noodles. Um, I'm going to regret that. I'd be happy to regret that. But yeah. When I was in Japan, I actually did have horse, bashashi, I think, which is basically like raw horse or marinated horse. Wasn't bad. Tasted like meat, but yeah, no horse flavored noodles. So yeah, super exciting so far. Might as well start off while I'm waiting for this thing to boil. This is Big Bamboo Jamaican Irish Moss peanut drink. Uh, no idea, never been to Jamaica. Saw this, just thought it would be interesting. It says shake gently before opening. So is that? I think that's gentle. Is that you? Hey Tara, how are you? I'm about to try Jamaican peanut drink, so let's see how that goes. Okay, so I have no idea what this is going to look like, taste like, anything else. So, peanutty. Look at that. That's that's something there. Kind of like a milkshake, flavored with peanuts. So that is Big Bamboo, Irish Moss. I have no idea how they got that name. Peanut drink. So okay, shockingly, it smells just like peanuts. It smells like nothing else. Um, not awful. Has a weird chemical flavor to it, but otherwise is kind of delicious. Um, yeah, other than that weird chemical flavor, that's pretty tasty actually. Mm. Okay, yeah. Um, Jamaican Irish Moss peanut drink. It's pretty good. So, okay, water is boiling. I'm going to kind of semi-randomly pick one of these. I have no idea. Let's start with the pop noodle. This is British Chinese chow mein. Let's see what we got here. Assuming most of these are. Oh, this has a little sauce sachet as well. This one says soy sauce, and then it says you can make it. I thank you, Pot Noodle. You just saved my life because I was really having doubts. Okay, so gonna go ahead and use my lovely electric kettle there, and we're gonna put that in there and let that go for however long. Fur, because I'm from Indiana. Fur for however long it takes. Not fire. So yeah, peanut soda. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just going to randomly try a bunch of noodles tonight to get through my backlog of stuff. So I'm probably going to have the worst burps tonight. But thankfully, no one else has to experience that but me. So, yeah, my shirt, this is kind of cool. This is the Center for American Archaeology at Campsville, Illinois. I went to a camp there when I was in sixth grade and found out they still make t-shirts and stuff for it. So rocking my ringer, that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is weird, and I'm sorry that like this is I've never done one of these before, so I just feel like I'm talking to myself, but still, I will try to make it entertaining at least. So yeah, waiting on the pot noodle. It says have good fortune in 4 minutes, which seems a little racist. Like, oh, pot noodles, Chinese chow mein. But I know I'm fine, Jeff. Just look at that face. That's fine. But still, am I being funny or entertaining or whatever else? You too, man. No, that's something I'm really still on the fence about going to Gen Con this year because I really don't care. It's like, but just seeing, careful, you're married. Um, Seeing everybody that I don't get to see the rest of the year is really one of the main reasons, to go downtown, go to Gen Con or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. So back to noodle time. Got my little disposable chopsticks. I need to find a better brand of these because I hate how they split wrong like that. But yeah, peanut burps. So it'll be peanut burps and whatever other delicious flavors I throw into my gullet. So this one is again the pot noodle Chinese chow mein. There's no cool saying on the bottom. I thought there was on the other one. And then we have the little sachet packet of soy sauce that says you can make it. Again, thank you, pot noodle. I really appreciate the words of reinforcement. Throw that in there. And apologize, I'm coughing all day because allergies and stupid. And so we're going to stir this up. Again, pot noodles have kind of a little handle here, so you can hold the cup and it's not too hot. That's actually a great design feature. Their noodles are kind of in this block of flavorant, so you really have to kind of work to loosen them up to get them, kind of into an edible state. But they do stay firm as they're going, so at least there's that. They're not super mushy. So this is the Chinese chow mein. I have no idea. It smells kind of like a frozen Chinese meal, I guess. Whatever spices I have, not really can't really pick any one thing out, but here we go. It's a dakimasu. Yeah. Um, Kind of bland. I'm glad they gave me the little thing of soy sauce because otherwise I think it'd be really, really bland. But not an unpleasant flavor, just not a lot going on. Maybe Chinese food and British Chinese food as opposed to Chinese food or American Chinese food is different. But yeah, not a lot of flavor going on with these, but hmm, not bad. I kind of think my mom would like these because they don't really taste like anything. Again, you're going to hear the sizzling and popping over here. That's the electric kettle. Um, so yeah, well, it has this big, red sweat patch. So hopefully all the drops go right there. I'm really glad that these two little dots are low because if they were a little higher, it'd look like I was, happy or something. So, but and again, this is an archaeology shirt, so I have to go out and roll in the dirt and everything to make it more realistic. So one more bite of these. Not bad. It's not a lot going on. So yeah, pot noodle, Chinese chow mein. And then what's going to be next here? Let's go with this is FF Fashion Foods. These are Thai, and I believe that these are vegetarian or started off as vegetarian. I can't remember. There are a couple of noodles that I have today that are vegetarian noodles that are meat flavored but use artificial meat flavors. Like there's an artificial beef flavor that actually is pretty good. It's pretty tasty. I think I've talked about it in one of the other videos that you can get this kind of artificial meat flavor. So this comes in a two-part plastic container. Horrible for the environment, but kind of cool to eat out of. Comes with a non-folded plastic fork. So normally these things are in two little parts and they're a pain in the ass. So we have the little packet of dried vegetables. We have, I think this is an oil, and this is a soup base. And we have, oh, that's the oil. There we have the little packet of oil. And then we have the little packet of noodles. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different components in each thing. So it's not like some of the cup noodles where you literally just open the lid and pour the stuff in. You've got to do some assembly. Some assembly is required. So I'm going to put the noodles in first. You probably should have read the package on this, but we're going to wing it because we're going seat of pants. So I threw in the noodles. Going to throw in the desiccated vegetable matter. Going to go ahead and throw in these soup packets. Can't see them. Yeah, that's definitely a soup packet. Maybe that's like a pepper topping or something. It'll work. It'll come out together, and then I'll wait until the noodles are cooked to put on the oil. So this one, I'm just going to float those noodles a little bit, and then again you have this little plastic flying saucer hat that goes on top. Now my noodles are going to smell like my scalp, which currently doesn't really smell like anything, I don't think. So yeah, waiting now for these. So like I said, this is the company is Fashion Food. They go by FF is the little logo there, and they're Thai, I believe I think they're Thai. So again, yeah, Gen Con shirt, peanut drink. It's all getting crazy in here now. So I, I wish this were like I wish I could go back and go, guys, get rid of that one flavor. This would be actually a delicious drink. This would actually be really good with popcorn. Like, it tastes like Cracker Jack or something. So yeah, that's that one. I didn't really plan this. So some of the other ones that I've got here, this is Ajinomoto, which is a Japanese company, but I think this is actually Vietnamese or Thai. Yeah, Tom Yum Kong. It doesn't really make a difference. Like I said, I think this is the Thai version of from a Japanese company because they're multinationals. Hey Clark, uh, not yet, but it probably would do well with a shot of rum, or if you just let it go for a while. It's not peanut juice. It's this Irish moss. So I don't know if you were here for that, but yeah. So it's non-alcoholic. Uh, yeah, it's similar to eggnog. It's kind of gritty. There's a little bit of peanut grit in there, so that might throw some people off. So then we have this is Vifon chicken noodles. I've had these before. These are just a very basic, kind of bland, chicken noodle thing, but sometimes that's exactly what I want. These are Vietnamese. They're from Vietnam. And ooh, a lot of palm fat in these. Yeah, that'll be good for my heart. Chicken flavor. Yep. So yeah, there's that. So let's go ahead and try. This is the fashion food, and see how these noodles are doing. Oh, they're nicely softened. There's a nice broth around them, and cool. There's a thunderstorm coming in as well. So if all the power just goes out or whatever, then that'll be probably what that is. Um, so we have a little oil float that we'll put on top of that. That's um, the late Rob Jordy, rest in peace, Rob, asked me what was one of the easiest things you can do to make your instant noodles better. And I was just like, sesame oil. Get a bottle of good sesame oil. And if you're having pretty much any kind of noodle, and just float sesame oil on the top of it. And um, it really helps for it. Okay. Yeah. Again, I'm northeast. So hopefully hopefully it doesn't hit too hard. So these are the fashion food. Um, I think this is just like it's like Asian or Oriental flavor or something like random, a meaningless flavor component. So here we go with these nice long noodles. So there's a good savoriness to these. Hmm, interesting. Not bad. Kind of a soy, kind of a dashi stock. Not really sure what I'm tasting, but not bad. Savory, a little salty. The oil I think was a garlic oil, so there's definitely a garlic component to it. So noodles are great. The noodles are thin, but they're very firm, very toothsome. So hmm. The garlic, oh, there's some heat. Okay, cool. Yeah, I hadn't even tasted the first bite, but it's almost like I got a little thing of hot pepper there. The flavor is garlicky, but it's like kind of an artificial garlicky. Um, Not horrible. Actually, these are good. I'm not even gonna say these are mediocre. These are good. Um, just not sure about that flavor. And like I said, the garlic is a little off-putting whatever. But yeah, there's a taste to it that I'm not really digging right on that first bite. Like normally you have an aftertaste, you have a kind of a bad aftertaste on things. This one is almost like the pre-taste, and I think it may be this kind of roasted garlic or something. But again, it's coming across more chemical really than anything else. So I'm going to use the lid of this actually as my chopstick rest, and I'll put this over here. Um, so I'm going to throw all the remnants into a pot and have a big stew if you guys are interested later. I've also got some fucking accursed Budok. This is Budok cheese, and I literally thought this is the stupidest thing that I could eat. So I don't know, depending on how crazy I get there. So this is Chinese. This is crystal noodle soup. These are made out of mung bean and what is the other? There's another gourmet vegetables. This is just yeah, bean thread clear noodles, non-fried. So these are apparently very, very healthy. Mung beans and probably lentils, something bean starch, potato starch. Okay, so beans and potatoes. Um, these are apparently one of the more healthy instant noodles that you can get, which at this point, am I really worried about healthy? You know, I should be, but ooh, that's cool. That's awesome. That is like vegetable plywood. So that's just dehydrated vegetables, and I'm assuming you're seasoning all compacted into this little thing. So very salty, delicious, but very salty. So we're going to put that little puck in there and get the water boiling again. I don't think I'm going to cleanse my palate with peanut juice, so don't do that, kids. That's not fun at the table. Your mom will not approve. It didn't taste like a brownie at all. It actually, I mean, again, it was, other than being very, very salty, was delicious. But yeah, I don't, I'm going to say, so the noodles here, and I see if I can show these before I put the water in. Crystal noodles are, they're very thin. They hardly require any cooking. They basically, you soften them. You don't really cook them. So it says microwavable 3 minutes. Yeah, whatever. Microwave noodles. So yeah, I don't even know if it's giving me options otherwise. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so 3 minutes. Yeah, that smells great. I mean, that smells. In Japan, sometimes you get these things. They're little soup balls. They're little balls made out of miso and different stuff. You put it in a bowl of soup and just pour boiling water over it, and it makes really good miso soup. That's very similar to this. That a lot of the seasonings and everything are in that little puck. And I'm gonna. Oh, okay, there's the fill line. I couldn't see the fill line. I didn't want to overdo it and then make a weaker soup. So I'm gonna let that go for just a second. Use my scissors there to weigh that down. Real quick, while that's going, this is my office studio. You can see behind me here, this is a large stack of vintage, predominantly Japanese model kits. I collect these things. You know, what does my friend Rhonda tell me? It's like their identity collections. So it's like I identify myself as someone who collects those models, so I collect them. Plus, they bring me great joy, and I just love having them. Over here is my eternally cluttered work area, miniatures painting area. This is my it is where the magic happens. Yeah, well, that's the only magic happening. Here's my scanner. My Mac is here. I'm on a PC, so I have a little control center here, which is kind of rocking. I have a truck from Hawkins. This is the Hawkins Police Chief Bronco, which is pretty rad. So yeah, this is the thing. My 3D printer back there, which is currently having problems with its Z-axis, so it's a little defunct, but hopefully getting that back up and going. But yeah, this is I do most of my work here, and yeah, it is a sweet truck. I wish I had that actual model of Bronco, a new one of them. I actually think that's kind of a perfect size for that type of vehicle. Um, you know, plus I guess I want to be chief of police of Hawkins, Indiana. So who doesn't? So, okay, the glass noodles, and these are immediately very soft because these things are. I don't even know if you really you chew glass noodles or as much as you just kind of swallow them. They're very very tender. That's a good word for it. The problem is they also kind of look like mucilaginous frogs' eggs. Like that looks like something like if in the movie Alien and the aliens like you know it doesn't really look beautiful. And you'll see these words in like Chinese cookbooks describing them as jewel like and how they glitter in the light like gems and jewels and all this. And I'm like, nah, that looks like something you took out of a carpet, you know. So, but they're good. I've had them quite a bit. In college, I used to eat these quite a bit. Something like quick, you could kind of turn around very very fast. So, but with this, the soup is kind of getting kind of thick with the noodles. So I'm going to try the broth just on its own. Get in there. Yeah, not bad. A little bit of an odd flavor that I'm not caring for, but not bad. And again, I'm probably being hypercritical of all these, but it's really just one of these things of like, if I like something, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But I'm not saying other people won't like it. Heaven knows that's not the case. It's just with me, it's literally personal preference. So these are going to be kind of weird. They don't slurp the same way as a normal noodle. This piece of kale. I think it was dried kale. Okay, it's good. Mm-hmm. Very hot. Um, no flavor to the noodles whatsoever. They are just um, they're a carrier for the broth and something to kind of fill you up. Um, Decent texture. They're like I said, it's not um, it's you can't really chew it. It's just kind of an odd thing. It's not like jelly or anything. It's almost more like a very soft rubber that just doesn't want to really get chewed. So next time I take a bite, I'm literally cutting those things off like that because they don't want to give up. Good flavor overall. I know I've got a couple of friends who have trouble with wheat. So I think, like I said, the mung bean, this is mung bean and potato, this very kind of, you know, gelatinous noodle. Hopefully these are good. You can also, I think a lot of people eat rice noodles that can't eat wheat noodles. So, yep, they're pretty good. Not bad, you know. So these are Chinese again. These are crystal noodles, crystal noodle soup. So there you go. And the one good thing with crystal noodles is that you can fool people into thinking they're eating shark fin soup, and they don't have to go around molesting a bunch of sharks that don't need that bullshit. So yeah, this is the other one of the other ones I wanted to try. This is Mean Boko, and again, I think this is Vietnamese. This one is it's a vegetarian noodle that uses beef very predominantly prominently on its packaging, but I am 99% sure this is actually a vegetarian dish. We got a little star anise there, some green onions and stuff. So give this one a shot. I want to say this company only produces vegetarian products, and I have tried some American vegetarian stuff. That actor is married to Lily Allen. Which actor? I missed something. David Harbour is married to Lily Allen. What? That's the first anybody told me. Let's see. Bente Food Company. And where are you from? Bente, Vietnam. Yeah, these are Vietnamese. And yeah, 100% potato starch and mung bean flour. David Harbour. Yeah, so important. That's cool. Now I need to know who Lily Allen is. Um, so I think these are going to be the same kind of noodles as the ones that I just had. And so here we have our little packet of noodles. And we have the little foldy fork, which nobody cares about. And what are you? This is probably flavorant. And then we got a little oil packet there. So let's do the same thing. Do, 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 do. Put in the dried veg. The lovely noodles. When these things are raw, they're actually really hard. They're hard to kind of cut and they're almost unchewable. You have to soften them depending on the type of them, but like rice noodles in general, stuff like that, they do not want to play. You can't eat it like you can a wheat pasta. So that is the soup base, and that's going to use a lot of soy and different flavorants to have a beef flavor without any actual beef to it. So yeah, let that come up to a boil, and yeah, well, half an hour in, that's strange because it doesn't feel like it's been any time at all. Hopefully, it hasn't felt like you guys, like you guys are like, oh God, this is lame. So, um, yeah, just sitting here making noodles. It's kind of cool. One of the dudes, oh, I lost somebody. Somebody left. Bye bye. Um, I wanted to do this just because it's a little easier theoretically to produce than a video, but also just to see if I could do it. It's kind of a fun concept, and I've never really explored it. So give that some water. Oh, Clark, the one dude who I didn't think would call me lame. That just shows you. That just shows you, Clark. You know. Well, here, if you don't care about me, Clark, then look, it's a BattleTech Destroid. It's a Robotech Macross BattleTech Destroid Tomahawk Excalibur, whatever the heck. And look, it's got missile pods. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, they somebody just they're waiting for me to go woo, woo. Not a Warhammer. Shut up. This is from Battle Macross Tech Robo. Field goal. It's good. Well, punch the camera. Okay. Lame as in awesome. Nice. Good save, buddy. Oh God, we're having fun here now. So let's try this. This what is this? Oh, this is the beef. Yeah, this is the Rainbow uh, beef flavored mung bean and potato noodles. And again, these are gelatinous and kind of unsettling to look at. And I'm gonna let these go for. No, I'm not even gonna let them go. They're good. The noodles are fine. So try these again with the broth first. There's more little flecks of vegetable matter. The broth is actually very pale. It's not like a beefy color. So that's not bad. If this is truly vegetarian, vegan, whatever, and I think it's both. I don't think it has egg or milk in it. If this is something that you want to eat vegetarian food, not a bad choice. Again, oh my God, it never stops. Ah! That's one pull of noodles right there. So there's no way that I'm going to do that without burning the crap out of my mouth. So, but let's give it a shot. Oh my God, you son of a bitch. It's trying to kill me. It's trying to choke me. Um, that's really good. It has a nice pepperiness to it, like a black pepper kind of thing to it. Um, it's savory. I don't know if it's beefy. It's not beefy, you know, because again, a lot of artificial, even stuff that you get like beef bouillon is not made with actual beef. It's made with different naturally occurring chemicals, proteins, and stuff that smell, taste, act like beef, but you don't have to kill cows for it. So yeah, that is not bad. And again, the noodles are not. I'm not crazy about these noodles. I think it's a cultural thing. It's something some people really like. I don't really care for them because I feel like you can't really bite them. They just want to keep going. And if you don't have the length of suck, I'm going to go ahead and use that phrase. If you don't have the length of suck to get the whole thing of noodles into your mouth, you're going to choke to death. And so maybe this is a thing. In Japan, there is a theory that the beginning of every year you have to eat mochi, which mochi is this very sticky rice paste. Just beat the living hell out of Japanese rice until it becomes like a chewy marshmallow. And every year you have to eat mochi because it will promote long life. And my theory has always been that you eat mochi because it kills off all the old people. Okay. Thank you for avoiding not making this is obviously a children's channel. And I appreciate that. So mochi is basically a way of getting the old people to kick off so that everybody has a longer life. Because anyway, I feel like these are the same things. That it's kind of like if you can eat this, it'll give you long life. Because if you can't, you'll be dead. Length of suck is a scientific. Yeah, I mean, what is the metric version of length of suck? Because I think length of suck is American Imperial, but hmm, I just had a successful length of suck. I'm very happy with that. So cool. That is the Mine Boko, and that is Simply Food is the brand of those. And these are lovely little vegetarian noodles. If that is the way that you want to go, do 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 do. I have katsuo, which is katsuo bushi flavor, which is basically dashi stock flavored noodles. So that's going to taste like fish. I'm gonna do the budak. Oh, cursed it. I'm gonna try the budak cheese. I probably will take one bite of it and say F this, and I actually have to go into the other room, I think, to do this one. Do I? Maybe. I don't know. Um, yeah. I hate I hate that the budak has shrugged me off so often that I have just gone, I'm doing this, man. I am eating this stuff. And it's just like, no, you're not. You know, freaking Hochi. Look at the little bastard. Ah, I've got a sock on it. I'm eating some cheese. I love the little smell lines. He has like little funky cheese smell lines. Like he is in love with the funk, you know? So, oh, cool. I'm getting a potential spam call Sunday evening, That's rocking. Thanks a lot. So there's the budak. There's the noodle puck. We don't care. There's the packet of goddamn hell sauce. Oh, this just says powder. There you go. So you're not going to taste it. It doesn't matter. It's just all you're going to taste is pain and hell sauce and stupidity because you tried again, Brian Rowe, to defeat the Budak. So, I mean, I bought the bowl, man. I got the freaking noodle bowl for the Budak. So, yeah, here we go. We're going to soften those up. Like the noodles matter. I don't even know. And this is funny. I actually thought this would be enough water, but I'm out of water. So I may have to go take a break just to go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get some more water and something to drain this into. So you guys hang out. Literally, I will be right the frick back. This is glitchy. Okay. Cool. Hey, now we got 8 people. I left and I got more people. That's awesome. I should leave again. I should just keep leaving and then eventually people will pay attention. All right. So while the Budock is doing its Budocky way, pounds per square inch, pounds per square inch of suck. I don't know again how that. I mean, Clark told us it was a scientific measurement, so Clark knows things. He reads books. So put you there. Get that boiling. Cool. Awesome. Distilled water. It's the best water. And what else we got here? Okay, so waiting on the Budock. Frickin' Budock. All right, that's good enough. I don't really care. So we poke some holes in the top. Pounds per suck inch. That's what it is. Yes, it's all correlated in corollaries and corollarily, and that's not a good sound. Okay, we're gonna put this over here now. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I fucked it up. I should have cooked the noodles, then put the cheese sauce in. So, yeah, that just literally smells like noodles and feet now. That's cool. Noodles. Hochi, why do you do this to me, dude? You strike when I'm at my weakest. So this is basically just going to be lightly cheese flavored with all the hell flavor, all the hell sauce. Oh my God, it's already nasty looking. Look at this. So, yeah, Hochi, Budock. Why does Korea hate me? That's what I want to know. Why does Korea hate everybody? And why do people love this stuff? This is one of the top sellers on Amazon of instant noodles. You know, you go on there and you're like, oh, what's actually selling? And it's always freaking Budock. And it's like, it can't be that many people doing hot noodle challenges. There have to be people who really enjoy this stuff. And I wonder, you know. Yeah, it's the same damn deal. There's nothing. It actually has a good amount of cheese flavor still to it. I wonder if I could just throw like some Kraft powder in there. Um, Stupidly hot again. Not as bad, and I think actually the cheese is cutting it a little bit. But now the back of my throat is already sitting up and taking notice. So mm. Mm. So far, and I wonder if it's I'm starting to think maybe it's the Kraft flavor cheese. You know, the flavor of cheese called Kraft. I'm starting to think that the instant ones, because the first time I tried these was one of these big bowl instant ones, and I finished it, if I remember right, or I actually got, I made a showing of it. This one, not as bad. I'm wondering if the packets, like the packets that you have to cook, if somehow that's hotter or something, or if it's just this flavor is the one that works the best. Because my mouth's on fire right now, but this is actually not bad. So I'm going to say if I have to have a Budock, if somebody's like, you have to eat a Budock or die, cheese, please. There you go. That is healthy right there. Look at that. Yeah, this one isn't bad. And again, I think that it's the cups. I feel like it's the same sauce though. It's like the same amount of sauce. So I don't know what the difference is. And like I said, it may just be this flavor, but I actively could finish this But right now it's like 80 some degrees in my house, and so I'm already kind of sweating. So oh, so that's Budak cheese. These aren't bad. Again, if you like really spicy food, I think this is the one to do. The corn didn't have enough flavor to it other than just the heat. It didn't seem like there was anything else going on. So, so Budak cheese. It's got the little ho